Here we,
Something in your eye.
yeah, we're with Senator Lindsey Graham. We're at the Forum Villades in Cernobbio, Italy, and I've been interviewing Alexei Mordashov, the CEO of the largest private-held steel group in Russia. I just interviewed Senator McCain, who had just been in Ukraine, and maybe you had been in Ukraine. What we're looking at is the private sector solutions to issues like Libya, Iraq, and Ukraine. Some people say, and many believe, that all these crises are due to lack of jobs and investments in these markets that allow these kinds of things to come to head.
Yes and no. Without security, you can't have economic growth. So there's nobody going to do business in Libya. Nobody's going to do business in Iraq or Syria until you get better security. Once you establish a certain level of security, then the next goal is to have political reconciliation and economic growth. I just don't see how we can repair the damage done in Libya by not following through when Gaddafi fell without some kind of military involvement, not so much boots on the ground, to marginalize the militia that have taken over the country.
I'm a frequent traveler. I've been commuting almost for the last 3 years between Tunisia and Libya, Misurata. Only 5% of the Libyan economy is private sector. These gangs are more like disorganized Chicago street gangs with no police force.
Well, you got ISIL selling oil at discount. They have low overhead. Their goal is not to grow the economy, but grow their religious cause or have influence over their region from a tribal point of view. There's a big mistake was made with the Arab Spring. The Arab Spring, to me, is young people saying, I'm not going to wake up and have my destiny determined on the day of my birth. I want more economic opportunity. I want more social justice. The vacuum created by lack of security has been filled in with ideological people, religious zealots who could care less about an international economy. Libya will never be repaired until you get some level of security that will allow the people to reconcile politically and some economic growth. Radical Islam is bad for business. And if business people would help politicians sell a more robust intervention, why it does matter to us that if the Mideast does melt down, it's going to result in higher gas prices, less economic opportunity in the Western world. The voice of business is missing here. And I wish business would speak up about what happens to us if parts of the world fall under the control of radical Islamism.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Now, in fact,